Houston. Quick check on what's going on in the future.
All right, guys, we're back.
Week off 0.4%.
I think that should be all right. The voice. We're back. I was just watching some Bloomberg because Trump has announced Kevin Walsh as Fed chair. Okay, so market did react a little bit to the upside on that news. But I don't know if the market's going to react really well to that news, because he is considered more of a hawkish guy rather than a dovish guy. So maybe the initial reaction will be a sell-off based off this news. Plus PPI came in today hotter than expected. It's coming at 0.7% when it's forecasted at 0.2. So on the inflation front and rate cuts, it's not looking the greatest. Who knows though? We have to obviously wait until he gets out there and puts in a speech in regards to his future plans for the Federal Reserve. Very, very important. Okay. Yesterday, what a wild day we had. What a crazy wild day. What a crazy sell-off. We just opened and just went straight down. Yesterday, as you could see on the stream, I was completely unprepared. And when you come unprepared, then expect the market to smash you. On the day I came unprepared, we sold off 650 points. What a coincidence, right? What a coincidence. The day I was unprepared, we sold off 650 points. We managed to get away with a 90 point loss on the day because I did end up catching some of this long back up. But if I had pulled this volume profile, I would have known what was going on. As soon as this previous day low was lost here, it was good night, right? It really, market tried holding the value area high. As soon as that was lost, look at the it just completely sunk down because there's really no support, no established support in here until we got down to these areas. The point of control got a little bounce, and then look where we hit yesterday, right at the value area low. Okay, right at the value area low. Just a beautiful. If we just waited there and just took that, what a trade that would have been. All right. So today guys, yesterday I also didn't have my gamma levels as well. What's up, K-Doc? 40 points, yeah, that's my standard stop loss. Because NQ is a very volatile asset, so even for 40 points as margin for error, I think it's that suffices as margin for error. I think 40 points is good because you could be right, but because of the volatile nature of Nasdaq, I think 40 points it should be at least 40 points. Yeah. How do I plan for FOMC? The FOMC already happened, like official. Or FOMC was on Wednesday. We didn't really get a reaction on the FOMC. I missed it. I didn't watch it. That's the first FOMC I've missed in like maybe a couple of years actually. And it was a dud. We actually got the post FOMC sell-off yesterday, right? That was the FOMC sell-off. But I was very, very confident that this is going to bounce back, and that's exactly what happened, because VIX, look at where VIX topped. We were still it topped right at the midpoint and then collapsed down, right? And that's when we got this massive bounce back to the upside. So VIX was the indicator for me yesterday as to why I thought this is going to still bounce back, and we got a huge bounce, especially towards the end yesterday, before market close. So guys, am I expecting another massive volatile day? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see a massive volatile day today. We've got a massive, yesterday was the big range day. I think today we stay within previous day high and previous day lows. Personally, that's what I think is going to happen today. Maybe we come down and sweep, but I think ultimately we're still going to be trading somewhere here by the end of the day. We could get up here, but I don't think we're going to take out previous day highs today. So I think we're going to trade within previous day highs and previous day lows, because that range from yesterday is a 760 point range, right? So I don't think we're gonna see trading outside of this range. Maybe it comes down to here, but I don't expect it to deviate too much from this. I'm kind of expecting it to stay within here, actually. I'm kind of expecting the market to just trade inside here. So I am looking for dips to buy. Okay, so I'm looking for a dip to come here, and then here near the previous day low. So we have gamma levels. Okay, so I've got my gamma levels back. We've got a big gamma level here in between 660 and 612. So I expect some form of a bounce here, maybe back up. If it doesn't get a bounce here, I'm looking for a bounce, either for a sweep and then a bounce, or we get a higher low here from the, compared to the previous day low. We get a higher low and move back to the upside. So that's what I'm expecting. I'm looking for dips to buy. If it doesn't come, then my last potential long would be around this level, around this little node here, maybe around the 440s, just prior to the weekly low. Okay, if that fails, if this doesn't get any support, then we could sweep the weekly low and come back inside. So there's plenty of trading opportunities today. I'm going to trade one trade per account. Okay, one trade here, one trade here, one long here, one long here. That's what I'm going to do today. All right. Right now the order flow is super bullish, so this could push to the upside to around 940s, where I've got this box drawn. So that's what I'm thinking today. ES, also same thing. I don't think this is going to trade outside of previous day highs and lows. Let's see where SPX opens up. This is going to be the key pivot to hold for SPX today, 69.28. So yeah, I'm going to be watching that. Hopefully that lines up with a pivot down here. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for, to turn this into an A+ trade. So if SPX is trading here, NQ is trading here, VIX is below midpoint, then you can say, yeah, that's an A+ trade. SPY also has a level here at 690. So if this lines up all together, that would be amazing. QQQ's gamma levels are way down there, so market could sell off and touch those levels, 620s on QQQ. But I'm hopeful that we can catch some nice longs. How to control emotions whilst trading? Good question. The best way to control emotions whilst trading is to have a pre-market game plan. Is to, just like what I mapped out there, right? It comes here, I'm going to long. It comes here, I'm going to attempt to long. And then you just let the trade play out. You either win or lose, but you have to have a predefined game plan in terms of how much loss you're willing to take. Yeah, size down, as K-Dog says. That's the way you control emotions. Overall, is to size down until you've got a massive account size. You can take more risk. You've got an edge, you've got a defined edge, you've got big account size. Then you could slowly start to increase your risk. But if you're just starting out, I would advise to size down. When you get to these pivots, you just let the trade play out. Okay, you've predefined the trade, and it's either going to win or it's going to lose. But at least you've made a plan and you stuck to the plan. That's the most important thing. When I used to trade, when I first started off trading, I was not sticking to these plans. I would have a plan, I'd be long in here. I still do it, I'll be honest. I'll still do it. I still be a degenerate sometimes with evaluations, but that's what prop firms do to you sometimes, right? They're trading in, they turn you into gamblers. Okay, they do turn you into gamblers because you just want to pass an account. But when you're trading real money, it's a completely different ball game. So yeah, my advice is just to have a preset stop loss, a preset profit target, and you know, when are you going to cut the trade, when are you going to take profits. That's the most important thing, and then you just let the trade play out. But mentally in your head, just think, okay, what's the worst case scenario? If I lose this trade, then I'm taking X amount of loss. So if you already mentally have that in your head, then it shouldn't be too much of a surprise for you. Hi Bathower, how are you? Nice to see you in here. Okay, so we have a plan and we are going to try to stick to that plan today. Okay, so that's my plan. That's what I think the market's going to do. Everyone's going to have a different plan, but the most important thing is, it's not about whose plan is right or wrong. It's about, can you stick to your plan? The only time I change my plan is if VIX goes crazy, right? We're below zero gamma, okay, I'll turn into a bear. Okay, at that point I'll be looking for a short, but I will have to adjust my strategy in real time. Another situation where I change my plan is if we're getting a trend market, then you're kind of just leaning on the trend. 26k says K-Dog. 26k. Yeah, I could do. But I'm thinking we're gonna drop at the open, like yesterday. Maybe drop down and then rally. Let me see. $200, $275. Yeah. So if this trade doesn't play out here, I'll be attempting another long from here. And separate accounts. I'm gonna hit this with separate accounts. All right. Let's do a pull. Yeah, so this is a 400 point range, which is large enough for today, right? It's large enough. We had a massive range yesterday, so I'm not expecting another massive range. It could happen. We've seen back to back, we've seen it before where you had two massive down days. But I don't know, we'll have to see how the market responds to this new Fed chair announcement news. Plus we've had a higher PPI than forecasted. Silver is having a massive pullback today. It's down 14%, which is insane. I said 97 would be where I would look to go long on this. I don't trade silver, but if I was, this is the area here, guys. You can see where it's trying to hold this area. I'd be looking to swing long here back to the all-time highs. So that would be my position on silver if I was trading it. Okay, this is a key level. It's a key level. If this doesn't hold, I think it's coming down to 86, the edge of this node. And then if that doesn't hold, I think it's going to come all the way down to 73. Okay, 74, 73 to the value area low here. So yeah, that's silver. Gold is also tanking as well. Gold yesterday, look at this. It held the value area high and got a massive long off that. Okay, I don't trade gold, but good to do some analysis on it. Now it's holding this node here. If you lose that, we've got some other levels of support in here, but I don't consider this as massive. Then you're looking at the value area low here, 4700 on gold, 4756. Bitcoin is also tanking as well. It's pretty much made a double bottom to this 80k. Maybe we get moved back up on Bitcoin. I think we will. I think we can start trading in this imbalance. Let's give it a sec. A minute away from the open. Give me a sec, guys. I just need to use the toilet. 1 sec. All right, we're open. And yeah, market's ripping. Or trying to rip. Let's get an order ready, just in case. Trying to rip. Yeah, I think it's going to sell off though. As you can see, it's going to the getting rejected off that gamma level on the top of that box. So yeah, be prepared for a little sell off here. Because I do think the market is going to sell. Trying to hold the VWAP right now. trying to rally, but yeah, indecisive at the moment, the market. But I favor the downside. I really favor the downside. It's very bullish delta that just came in. Very, very bullish delta, but they're not really getting rewarded. If it loses this VWAP, I think it's going to be a waterfall down. Yeah, they're trying to hold the VWAP. All right, it's bullish. Okay, they're trying to rip. Yeah, extremely bullish delta. Extremely bullish delta. See what SPX is open. Okay. SPY's also trying to close this gap. Yeah, QQQ is pretty much at the half gap, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's getting rejected at the half gap right now. The Qs. Got to get through that if it's going to continue bullish. It's fading. Yeah, strength is fading a bit here on the bullish side. There might be a little retrace to then push higher again. Could be. Yeah, that's what it looks like, isn't it? See where the yes is. Okay, massive move down. Getting slammed now into VWAP. If it breaks it, I think it's gonna keep going here. Yeah, bulls are stepping back in though at the VWAP. Yeah, they want more upside here, don't they? Yeah, I think they want more higher. Yeah, it looks like they're going for it. Let's just move this. Yeah, it's really, really bullish right now. It's probably going to keep pushing higher. They're protecting the VWAP. Really, really guarding that VWAP. Yeah, they're going higher, guys. Going for higher pricing. Bitcoin's getting bounced as well. What about the metals? Metal, silver back above 100. Yeah, this is massively bullish right now. Can it clear the 940s? Nothing yet. From the bulls. Can they get through 940? Clearing 940 is a big milestone. I think for further upside. If they can do it. Nothing yet. From the bulls. And 940 is a very, very sticky level. If they clear that, I think they can go for the highs. These 26s. If I can't clear this 40s, I think it's going to go back down. They've got to really come in, step on it here, the bulls. Yeah, again, massive rejection. This isn't looking great for bulls right now. See where yes is, yeah. Can we step in here, the bulls? Yeah, we're trading back down. I still think we're going to go back down here. We'll come on top of that box. Basically, you can see where I drew it. That's crazy. We just rejected. Look at this. For perfection. For perfection. That's crazy. We just collapsed about 70 points from that. That's insane. The SPX is now coming down. Yes, it's getting a push back. Yeah, I think this thing is gonna start falling here, guys. I really do. It loses the VWAP here. I think it's curtains. Yeah, looks like it's gonna push through here, guys. Be very careful with any longs. Yeah, they're trying to bounce off this VWAP. They're really trying to bounce here again, but I don't think they're gonna be able to do it. Could prove me wrong though, let's see. I think it's gonna break through. Sellers looks really strong. Sellers do look really strong. And we've got low hanging fruit right under the VWAP. The market is not gonna just leave that, in my opinion. I'll start rallying. But who knows? They're pushing. Once again, pushing off the VWAP. This is crazy. Massive bounce again. Huge bounce. Can they sustain though? Can the bulls sustain here? They are trying to step in. They are definitely trying to step in here, the bulls. Yeah, they're protecting this level like crazy right now, the bulls. Can they spring off this level and get past those 940s and go for the daily high? Looks like they want it. Yeah, they're going for it, guys. They're going for it. Yeah, they're going for it. S&P is weak though. Yeah, QQQ also rejected off zero gamma, or major gamma exposure level. But it looks like bulls are going to push through here. Yeah, they're coming in really strong. They're not giving up on that VWAP, are they? Yeah, they're going for it. QQ hitting that level again. SPY's bouncing off zero gamma as well. Can they break through? That's the question. If they do break this, they will go for this high, in my opinion. If they break 940 as a trade on, this thing could get really bullish. We could trade all the way up to value area high, into the 120s, 130s. What's up, K-Doc? Yeah, nice, bro. That's awesome, dude. See what Bitcoin is doing. Yeah, it's coming in. It's gonna come in and trade into this imbalance. Still struggling though, NQ. Still struggling to get past them 940s. It's a very nasty resistance level. I don't know if they're gonna do it, guys. I don't know if they're gonna do it. Because this attempt by the bulls is on less delta than the first attempt. So the first attempt is on less delta, so I'm not 100% certain. Well, nothing's 100% certain, but I'm not very confident that they're going to be able to crack these 940s. Bears are bringing this price back down towards VWAP again, where you're expecting buyers to show up again. Yeah, and they're showing up. They're showing up again. There we go. Here they come again. Can they stop these sellers from breaking that VWAP? Because if they break it, I think this is going to fall really fast. Okay, VWAP, here it comes. And they're stepping back in again. Guys, bulls are stepping back in. Yeah, bulls are relentless at that VWAP, aren't they? They're not letting that VWAP go. They are not letting that VWAP. They're not losing that VWAP. They woke up and said, we're not going to let that VWAP go. Yeah, they're pressing again. Can they do it? And the bull step on it. Oh, they're giving it up now. Can they do it? Can the bulls do it? They're trying, but not looking amazing. Oof. Bit of a nasty rejection there. Yeah, they're stepping in again, the bulls. Stepping right back in. Getting rejected though. Our bear's gonna finally crack that VWAP. Alright, they're cracking it. Can they flush straight through it? Yeah, they're through it now. Look at that rejection of the top box. Crazy. Yeah, now it's a free fall by the looks of it, guys. Yeah, this is a free fall now. This is getting really smashed down. Yeah, this is getting bearish now, guys. Be very careful with longs. Let's see, SPX, okay. Bulls will try to reclaim that that VWAP, that's for sure. They will try to reclaim that VWAP. But you can see how amazing these gamma levels are as well. Look at the rejections here. And bam. I'll just take that off. Now this is choppy, but I did say don't expect massive moves outside of these bounds here today. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Maybe we get that. We will see that fall. I like the fall. Gives me more confidence in going long here. Because we're falling from here, not from here. So much larger steep. That gives me more confidence that we will bounce in here somewhere. That will be a 300 point sell off. So yeah, one could expect a bounce there. Yeah, look at that. Bulls are trying to reclaim the VWAP here. I should put this back on. Yeah, they reclaimed it. Okay, this is also value area low for today. Let's see, Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin's gonna come into here. Okay, silver. Silver's still moving down. We're still holding that key 97 pivot. As long as it holds out, it should be all right. It's down 15% on the day. See the Russell 2000 getting smashed today as well. Coming into that monthly value area low. Russell didn't really sell off yesterday, did it? It's a very tame sell-off. on Russell. That's yesterday. Yeah, that's crazy. Didn't sell off much. Today's selling off. Oh, it is actually a big seller. It looks small. So yeah, it sold off from here to here. Gold under 5k again. Gold looks bearish to me, guys. Dare to say that. I think it has a good chance of coming down to 47.50s. What a run though, huh? Let's push this point of control back to here. Yeah, wow, look at this. Let's put an anchored VWAP on here as well. Let's see where gold ends up today. That'll be interesting to watch. I just feel like it's going to come back into here, into this range. Let's expand this. Which is around 4,500. I'd say that's a fair price to get a bounce from. If I was looking for a swing position. Where an anchor VWAP from? Light Official asking how to master risk management. Risk management is a very complex topic. A lot of traders manage risk in multiple different ways. But if you're a beginner, the best way to manage risk is to keep size small, keep it static. I wouldn't use dynamic risk until you're very comfortable at trading. So I think the best way to manage risk is to keep a static risk profile. Size down, keep your size low. If you're trading real money, your size shouldn't be more than 2% per trade. So that gives you 50 attempts before you blow the account, but not percentage. Okay, 50 attempts before you blow that account. Okay, that's plenty if you've got half a decent edge. So that will prevent you from blowing up. And if you're trading prop firms as a beginner, your risk management, you should split the drawdown by 10 at least. I would say even 20 trades. So if you've got a 2k drawdown and you split that by 20, your risk per trade should be 100. If you're a beginner. If you're a more experienced trader, obviously there is a time element to trading as well. You can't be sitting through evals. It just doesn't become very economical. Let's say it like that. To just sit there and trade, solely babysit an eval. to fund this stage. So if you got a bit more experience, you got an edge, you know what you're doing, then I'll split the drawdown by 10, which means risk per trade will be 200. I'll keep it static, keep that risk static until you get at least five payouts, and then you can switch to dynamic risk profiling, and that's a completely separate topic. All right, ES is bouncing again, trying to go through the value area high. NQ also doing the same thing. This is a very choppy open. A very choppy open. A new 30-minute candle just open as well. Q's is rejecting off half gap. K-Dog in the house, boy. Congratulations, K-Dog. K-Dog passed 3 evals by being a DGen. So if you're in a position of K-Dog who's took 40k in payouts, then you can afford to do that. But if you are just starting out, you're just a beginner, the best way, I've blown hundreds of accounts. I don't want you guys to be in that same position. So if I had to start over, I would trade one eval. I'll find an edge, trade one eval, split the drawdown by 20. Okay, that'll be, if you're on a 50k account, that means 100 per trade. So it takes 20 trades for you to blow up. That's plenty, even if you're a shit trader. Because even with some element of luck and probabilities, you're going to win one of those 20 trades. It's very difficult. I would say almost impossible that you're going to blow 20 trades in a row. The odds of that happening is less than 1%. So that's what I would do if you're a beginner. But if you're a more experienced trader and you've taken payouts like K-Dog has, then yeah, for him it's you know, the time element of things is also a variable for traders in that position. Right, NQ is looking like a monster right now. Can it finally crack the 940s? Because if it does, I think it's going for the 26Ks. I'll take the daily high of 2620. Can it do it? Silver's getting a massive bounce as well. Another eval open. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You're passing him, so be happy, innit? You want to copy trade 10-20 accounts, then it's got to be done, hasn't it? Right, let's draw this out on Bitcoin. And then Bitcoin's gonna come into here, and then maybe next move back down. But this will decide if it's going to go up or if it's going to go down. It's likely going to go down by the way this market is trading. VIX is collapsing right now. Yeah, for those who are expecting this again, I'm sorry, but you got this. That was gonna always be the most likely scenario today. After a big sell-off, you get a range day. That's usually how it works. Sometimes you get back-to-back massive sell-off days or massive bull days where you get plus 2% or down 2%, but to get two of those in a row would be very unusual unless there is a catalyst. Yeah, still struggling here, NQ, at that area. Still struggling. Uh, 900s and that 940 level, or a level that I identified now. Imagine you took a short there. It's 130 points. Yeah, volume isn't amazing here. All right, can they push through? Rejected again. Can they do it? Nope. Again, rejected once more. How many times are they going to get rejected? Another rejection, wow. Crazy stuff here. Yeah, I'd be careful if you're long. There's a lot of delta up here, and if it starts moving down, they're gonna get stuck at the top of that candle. And the next 30-minute candle could really push this thing down. Yeah, I'd be a bit worried if I'm a bull right now. Yeah, if they step away from all this volume, and this is gonna sell. Yeah, this is looking bearish, guys. And they push through. Nope. Rejected again. Rejected again. Wow. Yeah, I think so, bro. I think shorts. It looks bearish. It looks bearish to me, man. It looks bearish to me. I think this thing is gonna sell. I definitely think it's gonna come down. I think it's more likely to take out the daily low than take out the daily high at this point. But pushing against the VWAP again. Yeah, you got the same resistance, K-Dog, on your screen there as the box I had. Very pivotal level, those 940s. Yeah, but this doesn't look good to me. Oof. What was that? Up against the VWAP again. Bulls are trying to hold it. Bulls are stepping in here. At that VWAP. Oof. Wow. Ooh wee. Wow. Wow, that whole 30-minute candle just turned red. Wild sell-off. I see, yes. Not as bad. Oof, this is some heavy selling. Wow. Wow, they're really slamming this thing now. Yeah, they're really hammering it. Oof. Damn. Wow. Ooh wee. What a level. I'm really liking the sell-off. Really liking the sell-off. Here comes a new 30-minute candle, and it's a bearish. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I'm remaining patient here, waiting for my levels. Okay, some bulls are coming back in. Damn. A lot of bulls just stepped back in there. I got smashed straight away. Yeah, this tape is crazy, guys. Be very careful. This tape is fucking nuts right now. Bulls could step right back in here. And they might. They just might. Guys, they just might. They've got a lot of potential trap shorts here. A lot of potential trap shorts. Just like I said, they've got a lot of trapped highs. A lot of bulls at the highs than before. And we sold off. Yeah, if they can get all above these, you can see the bears are trying not to let them through. They're trying their best, the bears here. But the bulls are trying to push through. Yeah, they're getting through here, the bulls. Straight back, but they're not letting them through though. Bears are not letting them through. They're really not letting them through. Heavy shorts coming in. Very heavy shorts are coming in here, guys. Very heavy shorts. They're not letting them through. Can they press here, the bulls? Because if they can't, this is going to be a short squeeze to the highs, in my opinion. This will definitely be a short squeeze. This thing will rocket if it can get past here. Yeah, they're going for it. The bulls are going for it. Can they do it? Here we go. Look at that rocket now. Look at that rocket. There's the rocket fuel. Look at that rocket fuel. Bam. Straight through. Oof. Short squeezing the hell out of them now. This is a short squeeze. This is what you call a short squeeze here. I told you this is going to go straight back to the highs here, guys. Bam. Bam. Straight through. That's what you call a short squeeze, if you ever seen one. You passed another one. Wow, you're on fire, bro. I mean, you got momentum. If I mean, you're reading the market well, so you know your aim is to stack evals into funded accounts. Then, yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty safe day to trade. Like I said, I didn't expect the market to be doing too much crazy shit today. Yeah, you might as well going for it. Yeah. That's what you call a short squeeze, guys. Look at that. See all that volume in the bottom of this 30-minute candle? They pushed them and squeezed the hell out of them. That's what this candle here, this is what you call a short squeeze. That's why you saw the momentum just smash straight through. And now look at this. That's going straight back down. All these longs up here, they're potentially going to get trapped. That was a hell of a lot of shorts here. They have to cover. That's why you see massive positive delta on that candle, 3.3k. That was shorts covering. Let me see where silver's at. Silver still under 100. Those poor shorts down here, they're getting smashed, man. They're getting really squeezed out. And you see wiki candles like this, they always have a tendency to get retraced. Yeah, so I don't really like seeing wiki candles like this. just like this one was the opening 30 minute was a wiki candle, and then we went back, we retraced it. Now we're going back and retracing this wiki 30 minute candle. So they have a tendency to get retraced. When you see this, once you get away from it, you know there's a short squeeze in play. Just like I told you guys, these longs up here at 894 or 900s, if you pull away from them, look what happened. Bam, straight down. So this 30 minute chart here, volume chart, just really gives me a zoomed out perspective on the market. Now you can see on this 30 minute candle, the point of control shifted from here to here. Okay, so you're getting a lot of longs opening here. There's a lot of activity here now. Now if these longs don't get continuous movement to the upside, they'll be stuck. Okay, if we start pushing down. So it's imperative that these longs keep pushing here, otherwise they're going to get stuck as well. That's what the market does. It just causes pain for both sides of the market. That's what it does. Punishes one side, then punishes another side. I see this low hanging fruit here. The market's very unlikely to leave that behind. These guys have been up here for a long while, up at the 990s, waiting to get filled. The market isn't really trading up there. Will it do it now? Yeah, it's looking bullish, guys. They're trying to push. Can the bulls push through? They might be able to do it this time. They might just be able to do it. Yeah, they're adding more shorts. You see all these shorts here now. Market's right there, so it's going to want to trade those orders. It might finally clear the 940s. See, shorts are opening up in these candles. You can see all the redness. So there could be another short squeeze on from here. Okay, they're trying to defend. I got a feeling that the bulls have a better chance of getting through this time. I just get that feeling. I think they're gonna squeeze these shorts now above 940s. Oh, rejected again. Getting rejected one more time again. Wow. Crazy. Can't seem to get through the half gap, can it? QQQ. Yeah. I know. Absolutely, Kato. I just got a feeling they're going to be able to push through this time. That's my hunch. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. It's looking like they're gonna break through. It's looking like they're gonna break it this time. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I just had that feeling they're gonna do it this time. They're still not through 940s yet, so let's not get carried away. But it looks strong. It looks strong. It looks like they're gonna get through. But you never know. The shorts are starting to come in again. Yeah, they're coming in again. Getting rejected. I see ES. Has ES got through? Yeah, that's made another high. Yeah, I think we're gonna get above the daily high if we manage to push through the 940s. I really do think that. But rejected again, 940s. 930, 940, still rejecting. Still struggling to get through. And rejected again. Silver's at 99. Yeah, if Bears manage to get through under 891, this could squeeze straight back down. So bulls need to be very careful here. Bulls need to be very, very careful. Take your time, kid. Oh, there's nothing happening. Our big levels are way down there. It's gonna take a while for it to get down. Yeah, it's not gonna be an easy ride down there. This thing's getting sold again. This is the key level here. If bulls don't hold this is gonna come straight back down, in my opinion. Yeah, they're holding it. They are holding it. Can they hold it though? That's the question. They're holding it. Yeah, they are. No, they got rejected. Well, bulls are trying to come in again. Yeah, they're losing it. They're really losing it, aren't they? Oof. All right, they're back. Yeah, they don't want to pull away too much from the 890s. Because that's where all the bulls are positioned. Yeah, they're trying to defend this with all they've got. They really don't want to be pulling away from here. They really don't. This is also the point of control. Oh, wow. Wow, straight down, guys. Straight down. Straight down. Yeah, they got him trapped now. Yeah, these bulls are trapped, guys. They're trapping traders both sides today, like crazy. Oh, wow. Onto the VWAP. Can they defend it? There's your answer. It looks like no. Oh, wow. Wow, this is selling heavy, guys. This is selling really heavy. Oof. Damn. This is not looking good at all. Yeah, this is looking seriously bearish. Next 30-minute candle in 4 minutes. Yeah, they've got bulls trapped. They've got them trapped, guys. Yeah, they've got them trapped. Be very, very careful. This is definitely going to touch the value area low here. Wow. $8.14. This slamming the shit out of these longs now. They had them trapped nice up there. Alright, bulls are stepping back in. This is likely going to hit the value area low here. That's 810s. One minute until the next 30-minute candle. Here it comes, yeah. Looks like it's opening bullishly. Struggling at the VWAP though. Market's really struggling. Bears are trying to slam, but they're not really getting rewarded here. Can they push through? Can the bears push through here? This is not a very strong push down, in all honesty. This is not a very strong push down. They might just go back straight back up here. Yeah, that's what it looks like it's gonna do. Playing around that VWAP. Very indecisive candle so far. Okay, it's trying to slam it. Yeah, they're not doing a very good job though, the bears here. In all honesty, no, they're not doing a very good job. I feel like bulls have a good chance of taking this market back higher. Okay, maybe now they can flash through. Nope. Nothing solid yet. Nothing solid from the bears. Yeah, so this is just going to play around now for the rest of the day. I don't think we're going to get these levels here, guys. Silver is absolutely tanking right now. Yeah, so it's just probably going to chop all day, squeeze down, eventually give us our pivot and we can long. That's probably going to come in the evening, but I have some evening plans today, being Friday. So I am going to go and chill. I have to go and make some food. So yeah, I don't really want to be caught trading this thing right now. So yeah, I wish every single one of you a great weekend. Been an eventful week, and we shall be back on Monday. So join me back on Monday, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.